Welcome back. Big night for social media. Voters taking to social media during the vice presidential debate last night. Just like in the first debate between Trump and Clinton, the Republicans gained the most attention on Twitter. Joining me right now is Cheddar CEO John Steinberg. John, good to see you.
Good to be here, Maria.
Cheddar was all busy last night, also fielding what was going on.
I mean, absolutely. You know, it's hard for Donald Trump to not win and his team not to win on social media because he's such a larger presence there. Remember, he has 12 million Twitter followers. Hillary only has 9 million. In fact, I think Trump probably helped Kaine because on Twitter, he was replying a lot of comments about Kaine. Kaine got 15,000 followers on Twitter. I think Donald Trump probably gave him those followers, to be honest.
So what was it like? Tell us what the activity was on social media.
I think there wasn't a lot of standout quotes. I think that people tried to do a fair amount of fact-checking. I think that when Kaine said that they supported Putin, right, and then they denied the support of Putin, that was a big moment as well. And then obviously they got Kaine on saying that Israel supported the Iran deal, which of course Israel did not. So there was a lot of fact-checking that I think went on Twitter last night.
But just a lot of complaining about Kaine talking over Mike Pence, I think.
Yeah,
or just the talk over in general, the lack of a moderator.
I complained.
But Kaine, and granted, a lot of the people I follow are more conservative commentators,
yes,
but not all of them. But even some of the Hillary supporters were like, Kaine's not doing her any favor.
Well, I think even liberals came out and kind of basically said that, you know, Pence came off as much more presidential and calmer, and Kaine was very overheated. And sort of, you know, the Hillary team kind of got him riled up a bit as an attack dog. He thought that he was going to win and back Pence into a corner and getting him to admit things that Trump said, and he just wasn't going to do it. He kept pivoting out. You know, when they brought up the tax issue, he went to the Clinton Foundation. So there was really no trapping him. So Kaine probably should have played it a little more chill. I think that would have worked out better for him in the end.
So the most retweeted post was from Donald Trump.
Right.
And right after the debate, he tweeted out, Mike Pence won big. We should all be proud of Mike. Does this mean a majority of Twitter users are agreeing with Trump because this was the most retweeted? What do you think?
Do you know what's amazing about this? Trump sort of messed up using Twitter in this tweet right here. He didn't do @Mike Pence, right? This is actually called a subtweet where you don't put the person's Twitter handle in there. Okay. He could have gotten Mike Pence another 40 or 50,000 followers. He kind of messed it up. You know, God knows what's going on with him in that living room.
Which conversely he did with Tim Kaine.
Right. In Kaine, so Trump did 44 tweets. In every Kaine tweet, he's actually putting in the Kaine handle. He kind of needs someone to help him out with Twitter a little bit.
Or maybe,
or do you make the mistake of you start the tweet with @Mike Pence, and then only people who already follow Mike Pence and Donald Trump see it? That's still the case.
The most amazing thing to me about this debate from modern media is how available it is. I mean, Twitter, which granted we're a partner with, did a spectacular job of streaming it. It was streamed all over Facebook Live, but the format is fundamentally broken. These candidates are not young guys, but they've come of age in a time of media where they've gotten so good at it, they're better than the TV personalities, and I think they need to go back to, like, in high school, I was the captain of the debate team. We did Lincoln Douglas debate, a very structured format. These open formats just don't work anymore.
Shout out to Lincoln Douglas.
Lincoln Douglas, yes.
54% of Facebook conversation last night was for Governor Pence, making 46% about Senator Kaine. Generally, we see older users on Facebook compared to Twitter, right, John? I mean, what do these numbers suggest about voter demographics right now?
I'm not nearly as comfortable with the Facebook numbers as I am with the Twitter numbers. Remember, Twitter isn't really governed by nearly the extent of an algorithm that Facebook is. It's very hard to see what Facebook will favor. Now, I'm not saying that they have like a bias to one party or the other, but there's terminology or catchphrases or things that are being shared where Facebook can just amp them up in the rankings in a way that Twitter doesn't do.
Do we know who's following and reading tweets? Are independent, undecided voters watching this? Do you have any idea who's out there?
You know, I think there is an element of the filter bubble to this. I think that people that support these candidates are already following them. I think it's very rare, unless you're sort of a media professional or a pundit, that you're going to follow Donald Trump unless you really support Donald Trump. So I tend to agree with you. But there's no doubt that his social media base and what he's done to cultivate it on Twitter is, I mean, look, it's 30% higher than what Hillary has.
Oh, he's got like 12 million followers.
She's got 9, yeah.
This is a new paradigm shift in getting your news, right? So that's the biggest takeaway, I think, from last night's debate.
I think that this will be a watershed moment in American elections because, A, the candidates communicated directly. Donald Trump's entire rise within the party was due to a Twitter account. No party infrastructure, no fundraising, almost no television commercials, and the American public was able to get this on every possible device, on every possible platform. And at the same time, there was less truth and more confusion and no ability for anyone to actually know what was going on than in any election in history, too. So I think that the Debate Commission really has to seriously rethink how they do these things for the next time around. Last night was not, they put a desk in the center of the room thinking that was going to calm these guys down, and it had no impact.
It made it worse because
made it way worse
to each other.
Great.
I would have smacked the desk
and said, "Stop speaking." Great analysis, Sean.
Good having you.
We'll see you on Cheddar.
Yeah, absolutely.
At Cheddar,
I'm back here Monday with you, too.
We'll see you Monday right here. Still to come.